Are you sick of cold calling? Are you sick of constantly going out here and trying to get the seller's attention and to get them to answer you? Are you sick of the whole count mass chasing game in the wholesaling real estate industry when it comes to your market? You guys hear me say all the time, oh, go out here, talk to sellers, get it going, right? And a lot of it is what we call outbound marketing, the classic cold calls, the classic tech, those type of marketing tactics where we go out here and we basically hunt for these deals. What if I told you there was another realm of marketing? And this is actually a realm of marketing where I get a majority of my wholesaling deals. I always say it, but I don't think a lot of people really can grasp that a majority, that's right, a majority of my wholesaling real estate deals don't come from cold calling or SMS. They actually not, those are outbound strategies. They actually come from a thing called inbound leads, inbound marketing strategies. And I think you guys understand basic English, where outbound is I'm taking marketing and I'm reaching out to sellers, versus inbound where I take something out and then the sellers will go inbound into my CRM. They'll go inside of my business. They'll get inside my operations to my acquisitions people, and then we'll close them from there. It's called inbound marketing. I don't have to go call sellers out. They all come to me, and it's pretty cool. It's like having the signal out there, and then everyone comes in, right? Now, there's obviously pros and cons to both of these strategies, right? But with inbound marketing, if you have less time and you don't want to spend as much time, banging your head against the wall doing your marketing, this can be a very powerful system. This can be a marketing system that you don't have to cold call. You don't really have to do a crazy amount of work. You actually get deals, right? This is what we call the ultimate inbound leads guide. And this is what we're going to share today. I'm going to share literally there's only 9 inbound marketing strategies. I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but it actually is a lot. I'm going to share with you the 9 ways you can have sellers to actually reach out to you, which is pretty cool. It's very different. And what you learn on this YouTube channel is a lot different than the average one, especially in wholesaling real estate, because I'm actually a millionaire wholesaling. A lot of wholesalers aren't. On YouTube. So we're going to share exactly how to do the ultimate inbound leads guide today. There's going to be no cold calling. The reason why I love inbound is it's a lot less work than outbound if you put ROT, return on your time. And most importantly, you can get more motivated sellers, not like quantity wise, but quality wise, where you have more deals per 100 with inbound marketing than with outbound marketing. We're going to have sellers come to us. We're going to get deals and we're going to get it going. So guys, I've already said this, there are 9 ways to get sellers to give you inbound leads. And we're going to talk about today. We're going to get into everything so you know exactly how to get this the right way. So let's get into it. The ultimate inbound leads guide. So to understand first and foremost, what are inbound leads, right? What is that, right? You have to understand what is an inbound lead before we get into like exactly how to do it and how to do it from there. We have to know exactly what are inbound leads. Now, inbound leads is something where a lot of wholesalers, they like to do the cold calling. They like to do the SMS text blasting. But the honest truth here is inbound leads are just leads that just come in. Right? These are leads where we send a signal out and the leads come in to us. And so that's really what we're going to share today. That's where we're going to break it down and get into it. So the question here is, why do I love inbound leads? A big reason why I absolutely love inbound leads right now is because you can do less work. There's more motivated sellers out here and you don't have to cold call as much. Like I mean, there's really no cold calling involved for it, right? I mean, the only calling you're doing is really just closing the seller, which I think is a big plus for a lot of wholesalers watching this. So let's get into the 9 ways you can have sellers actually go inside, like reach out to you so you don't have to reach out to them. And so let's break it down. So without further ado, let's kind of break it down. There's no particular order. I just kind of numbered them off 1 through 9. So let's break down just the biggest one I have, the most important one, the one that gives me the most wholesaling deals, right? This is going to be what we call direct mail. All right. Direct mail is going to be hands down the number 1 inbound lead marketing strategy I honestly have. Okay. There's not one better than this when it comes to the amount of deals I do every single month. A majority of my wholesaling deals always go through direct mail because I'm not calling it easy, but it's probably the simplest process for me to get a wholesaling deal in a snap of a finger, right? We use ROS postcards. You don't know about that, just go to freewholesaling.com or free wholesaling course, right? But with freewholesaling.com, inside of it, there's a direct mail course. It's called mailingmastery.com. And the reason why mailingmastery.com works so well is because they have the ROS postcards, the postcard we use, right? But basically what this is I'll go actually out here and send sticky notes. So like they're like sticky notes, right? Like everyone knows reverse triangle for dollars. They're like sticky notes, but they're a postcard. So we'll literally send a postcard out to a seller on a list that we get, and they'll say, hey, if you're looking to sell your property, please give us a call. That's what the average one says. The ROS one, we actually have a little offer on there, and then we can negotiate the offer from there. But the reason why it works so stupid stinking well is because I have to click a button, get the right list, right? And it's a science of doing it. In freelisting.com, we do it, but we'll use like listria.com, get the list, then we'll go into open letter, get the marketing going from there, and we send the postcards out. And a click of a button, I could send 20, 30, 40,000 postcards. Now, guys in the con, it ain't the cheapest marketing strategy out there. And I will be the first to let you know it is not the cheapest one. But when you look at ROT, and this is what we kind of theme have been talking about for a little bit now, but the return on time, where you spend time in the wholesale, like you spend time in your marketing and you get something out. Direct mail is the best one out there because it doesn't take too much work for me to go pull the right list, get the right filters, upload it, check everything, cross-reference, remove the duplicates. It seems complicated saying it, but it's not that. It's just simple. And you send the mail out and you get calls, and then you give it to the acquisitions team and they close it, or you will just call them if they want to sell, and then boom, you'll go out here and close the deal, right? No cold calling, none of that stuff. And it's pretty cool. I think a lot of people scoff at the cost of direct mail, but when you look at the cost of your skip tracing, the cost of the VAs, and the cost of all these things, it's very comparable if you know how to do direct mail the right way. A lot of people waste their time with direct mail. They'll waste their cash with direct mail, and they don't know what they're doing the right way. So that's why we have a free direct mail course inside of freelisting.com, mailing mastery. I do it, but that's the number one. Like sellers call us, we qualify them, and then we'll put them on it, right? I'm telling you, it's very underutilized. And if you have the cash for it, I think it's worth it, but you got to do it the right way. This includes probate mailers. You got good probate leads. I know a lot of you guys don't want to go cold call probates. You can send a letter out for a probate, right? It's very minimal the cost when you look at regular postcards, thousands of them. You only need hundreds of these letters to get a $40,000, $50,000 wholesaling deal through a probate. That's why they work so well. And the question is, Zach, he's not going to give me the letter. It's a part of his $15,000 a month program. No. Okay, guys, inside of freelisting.com, we have a free letter that you can use to send probates out, and it makes people thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars every single month, tens of thousands of dollars every month, and millions of dollars are generated from just direct mail from freelisting.com. So it works really well, guys. So direct mail is number one. I highly recommend you guys actually look into it. It'll get you guys good wholesaling deals. I promise you. You have to learn how to do it the right way. That's why I recommend everyone goes to mailing mastery. You have to learn when to send a postcard out. How do I answer the call? What should I say? How do I qualify this out inside of freelisting.com? But I know a lot of you guys didn't come here to figure out, spend thousands of dollars a month in direct mail, right? What are the other inbound marketing strategies? This is how I made my first $100,000 in wholesaling real estate at 17, 18 years old, my first year in high school. I just put Bandit signs out, and Bandit signs are pretty simple. Those are those simple "We buy ugly houses" signs. And that's basically what it is. It says "We buy ugly houses for cash." And then you got a phone number right there, and boom, you put the sign out, and then people call you from the sign. It's pretty simple. It's not that complicated. We buy ugly houses cash, and then you put a phone number, usually a Google Voice number, and then boom, I put them on busy street corners, like red lights, stop signs, wherever they are, and you'll get people inbound calling you. It's amazing. Trust me, I made $100K doing this. It got a little more difficult because I started putting out 40 to 50 a week. I hired people at 100 a week, and then code enforcement, they did not like it, and they actually hired extra people, and I had to learn other strategies. But it's a great strategy because it's like 2 or 3 hours a week of work at most, putting, 15 signs out an hour, right? You put 30 out in a week and you do it over time. You'll get calls. I would say you probably need 500 Bandit signs to get one deal. And really in 4 weekends, you can do that pretty simple. And anybody watching this, like you actually want to get a wholesaling deal, try the Bandit sign approach, right? And now if Bandit signs, they're hit and miss for some places. That's why I don't do a ton of Bandit sign videos, because if you do it the wrong way, you blow your budget. Not the way that I did it, right? Your business could not do well. That's all I'm going to say in the nicest way possible. So I would highly recommend, if you are looking to get into Bandit signs, I would probably test 100 out. You can go to Home Depot, put a Sharpie, and do it. Now, is it legal? Is it not? It is not. You could get a fine for it, maybe. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I made 100K doing it, so I'm not encouraging or discouraging. That's all I can tell you. So I like Bandit signs, but there are better strategies out there for inbound marketing. And so one of my personal favorite ones, is reverse drawing for dollars. All right. And I've kind of been kooky on this lately, but I've only been kooky about this lately because it's getting people a ton of stinking results. And that's why I talk about it. And that's why I always am just going to rant about it. But I created this name, reverse trying for dollars, it's kind of a old school strategy me and Rick used to do. And then old school wholesalers used to do. All of Rick's old colleague guys talk about it. But you just put sticky notes on houses. That is it. It says, hey, this is Zach. I had a quick question about your property. Please give me a call back. Intrigues interest, boom, you get calls. You get about a 25 times better response rate with this than you do with any expensive direct mail. And it works like crazy. That's why I talk about it. I have so many wholesalers now that are breaking 10K a month by just doing this strategy. And the reason is because when you get a list, let's do 500 code violations, okay? The time it's spent to get the code violation, skip trace it, and to call it is probably twice as much effort and stress and just, frankly, just a lot of work you have to do versus in reverse trying for dollars where you just slap the sticky note in the house. And then guess what? You put the sticky note out, you can listen to music in your headphones, your Taylor Swift, whatever you like. And guess what? Calls get on your phone. They go straight into your phone. Guess what happens? They go straight to your phone. You answer it. Say, hey, someone put a sticky note on my house. Hey, this is actually Zach. My partner's actually looking to buy that property. He said it might be an interesting one. So we put a note there. It seems like something we might want to buy. Or you looking to sell your property at all, Mr. Seller? Boom. You just get into it right there. And you get calls and they don't want to sell it. They do. But it's so much easier. You don't have to spend any money on skip tracing. You save money, you spend less time, and you make more money. I don't know why I have to convince people watching this to go do it. But I'm telling you, reverse trying for dollars works. And the reason why it works is because you're spending less time. If you're a weekend warrior wholesaler, right? You're working a full-time job. You only have the weekends. You can just put sticky notes out all weekend long. And I'm not saying all weekend, like 10 hours during the weekend. So 5 hours Saturday, Sunday. And then you answer the calls after work or you call people back after work. You can get a wholesaling deal this month by doing it. You just put at least 5 to 10 hours a week of work. You'll get it. I promise everybody watching this, if you can dedicate 10 hours a week to just this strategy, reverse trying for dollars, you will get wholesaling deal. Here's the problem. Most wholesalers aren't willing to consistently do this strategy. They're not willing to consistently go out here and put sticky notes out. They say, oh, it's a lot of work. Well, go cold call then. That's a lot of work too. It's all a lot of work, but you're making a ton of money. That's the cost. Of course, you're making a ton of money. That's the gold you're trying to get to. Of course, the journey's not easy, but it's way worse than that. A 9-to-5 job. A 9-to-5 desk job is so much worse than the amount of work doing reverse trying for dollars. I don't want to get in it, but go do any type of actual manual hard labor out here, especially during the heat of the summer. It's nothing compared to it, right? So you got to understand that. Now, this is a strategy I'm not the biggest fan of, I would say, but this is something I think you should know. I'd feel bad if I made a video on only on inbound marketing and I didn't tell you the strategy. So I will tell you, right? There is a strategy wholesalers do use, and there are wholesalers, I'm not saying a majority, but there are some wholesalers that will make 6 figures a month doing this. Oh, is this strategy I'm making 6 figures a month doing? No. The ROI, so I got two things I always look at my wholesaling business, right? I look at ROI and then I look at ROT, return on time, return on investment, right? And I have personally found that Facebook ads, PPC and SEO has just not been there compared to other type of strategy. Now, there are some people that do very well with it. Hats off to them. I'm not the SEO guy. I'm not the PPC guy, Facebook ad guy. I've tried them all. I've just found more money in my business by having people doing cold calling. I've had it actually better by people actually going out here and doing the SMS, reverse trying for dollars. Direct mail, you can't beat the ROT on that, right? It's undefeated for me right here. So Facebook ads. Let's talk about Facebook ads for a second, right? A lot of people think that spending $500 on Facebook ads, you have a little web form and all the leads come to you and you make all this money. It doesn't work like that. Unfortunately, you're not going to get a ton of inbound money doing it, right? And the cost per lead is actually insanely expensive if you compare it to other strategies. PPC, pay-per-click. Yeah, it's $60 a lead, but the leads are terrible and they're not going to do well. And then SEO, some guys can really dominate SEO, but it's so much time intensive work that it's just not worth it when it comes to other things, right? And especially for the majority of them out here, they're not going to do well. And so I will argue that any person that says Facebook ads, PPC, and SEO are the best, either sell you a coaching program for it or they sell you an SEO service or something like that. I've never found a guy talk about SEO that doesn't sell an SEO service. It's just the truth. I hate to tell you this, right? If I owned you would know I'm obsessed with reverse trying for dollars if I owned a sticky note company. Like, I don't understand it. I don't get paid for me doing it, but I like you having success. And so just understanding Facebook ads, PPC, SEO, I'm telling you, it's not my favorite in the world, but heck, you can get something done with it, right? Number 5 here, this is JVing or joint venturing with a Podia web form. Podia web forms are amazing, guys. I tell you, if you can learn how to talk to other wholesalers, hint, hint on a YouTube section on a live stream, I'm telling you, you can actually go out here and get wholesalers to go click on your link. And so, for example, you get a link that says JV with ZacharyGinn.com. Okay. I did not buy that domain. Anyone can go buy that domain. I don't know why you want that one, but sure. And you have that little link, or, jvwithmike.com, whatever it is, right? The reason why it would be cool is because that can go to a web form. And basically that web form is basically you can fill out information. So, hey, you want to JV with Zach Ginn? Give me your first and last name, give me the property address, and give me some information about you. Give me your phone number. I'll call you back. Let's JV together. And you can have people inbound giving you leads that are JVs, and you can deals off of it, right? For example, inside of FlipLurk Plus, we actually have that in sellmypaper.com. If you're in a market that we don't actually have sellmypaper.com, like a dispo operation in, you guys can submit on a web form your deals. And that will go straight into a web form for all the FlipLurk Plus students inside of flipLurkPlus.com to go do JV deals. And so those people inside of FlipLurk Plus actually have an inbound marketing strategy where leads in their market are being sent into them to JV and make money. It's a strategy. It's not really talked about ever. Maybe inside those $10,000 wholesaling courses that they talk about it, but like it's really not talked about too much. And it's definitely something I think you guys should be doing, right? Number 6 here, this is a big one. These are digital bandit signs. I think a lot of wholesalers are not utilizing digital bandit signs enough. And I truly believe through watching this, you should really consider it. With the advent of AI and the revolution of AI, artificial intelligence has been, you can go out here and just post those bandit signs that I talked about, but digitally online. They'll lead you to good results, I promise you. So you can post on Facebook. So, I said Facebook ads don't work. I mean, obviously, no, they don't work. I'm never a fan of Facebook ads, but you can post in Facebook groups that have 90 to 100,000 people in a certain demographic city that, hey, I'm looking to buy a couple houses, me and my partner, and I'm part of this Facebook group, whatever it is, right? You can have AI write it the right way. Use ChatGPT usually. You can have people inbound, hey, yeah, I actually am looking to sell my property. Then boom, you get a wholesaling deal. It's stupid. It's stupid simple. You go to Craigslist, do the same exact thing. Now, inside of freewholesaling.com, I actually talk about how to use AI for digital bandit signs, and you get wholesaling deals from doing it. The issue is not a lot of wholesalers that they hear me talking about it, but they actually don't want to do it. I don't know why they don't want to do it. It makes zero sense for me. You guys know that this works. You know it can lead you to financial freedom. You know it can lead you to success financially. You don't want to do it. Why? Is it money? That's the problem. It's free. It costs zero money at all. Yeah, I get this debate all the time. You just go to freewholesaling.com, learn how to wholesale for free, and then get back to work. It's too I could care less. I could care less if you want to quit or not in this business. There's always a new wholesaler that's ambitious, actually wants to get rich, and they'll do it. But I feel bad in my soul for me not to give you the gift that I'm giving you so you can actually go and get rich in this business. Either you do it or don't. Either you will post the digital bandit signs, or you choose not to and you want to quit and be a sucker and let another wholesaler behind you post it and get their $40,000 deal and change their life. Either you change your life or just have another guy come down here and change his life. Guess what? You gotta make the decision for yourself, right? Now, a cousin of this is what I call, we're calling this Bandit comments. And this is a controversial marketing strategy, but it's a marketing strategy I've been doing in the shadows for a while that I kind of been testing with some people, and it's been working well for them too. And so we kind of revealed it, right? You guys, you know, on this YouTube channel, I always new marketing stuff, new strategies, new things nobody else sees. We really try to be on the cutting edge of the wholesaling industry. Now, Bandit comments are a new one. For you guys. But this is basically when your competition posts Facebook ads. All right. I've been doing this for at least 3 years now, solidly getting deals from it. It's slow and steady, but it works. The problem is I don't really get, it works really good on Rick's Facebook, not mine, because I'm outside the age demographic. Most people, I'm 23 right now, about to be 24. Most people, they don't do Facebook ads for my age range. So I don't really get too many. On Rick's, I can go on his and just go crazy on this because it works for his demographic because he's a little older than me. So what you got to understand here is how Bandit comments work. If people post Facebook ads in your market, like a little video with their phone, hey, this is Zach with Zach Home Solutions in Stuart, Florida, rah, 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 rah. You just put a comment on it. Hey, I'm actually looking to buy houses cash too, and I've bought in 10 the past month, me and my partner. And that person doesn't answer their comment, and then they'll look at yours, and you'll get inbound calls. You literally can post your phone number on those Facebook ads, and that Facebook ad will be shown to 40,000 people in the city. And you will respond to the comments and the guy that posting the Facebook ad won't, it's great. So I told you, Facebook ads don't work, but you're not the one spending $4 or $5 grand for leads. It's free. Just put the comments under it. I know a lot of people get really butthurt over it, but all's fair in love and war inside of wholesaling real estate. All's fair in wholesaling real estate. Now, is it ethical bad? I don't think so. Anyone can delete the comments. People really get upset over me doing it, but it's something I do. It's a lot of people don't like it, but I'm telling you, Bandit comments, they work very well. And so all you basically have to do is just go find Facebook ads being posted, comment below that, hey, I'm actually looking to buy houses cash too, and me and my partner bought X amount of deals, and put your phone number, and I promise you'll get calls. Now, these are calls you have to deal with competition, obviously, but you do enough of these, you'll get deals, right? They're called Bandit comments. The name is pending, but I'm telling you, it's good. I'm telling you right now. All right. Number 8 here. This is networking with agents and other wholesalers. This is a strategy that it's kind of like the Podio web form, but we'll add realtors in it too. If you guys just talk to other wholesalers in your market, I promise you, if you talk to at least 10 wholesalers a month, okay, what is that? 2 wholesalers a week, 2 to 3 wholesalers a week, and you just follow up with them like a lead, right? I promise you, you get 100 wholesalers in your market, on the Rolodex, you call them, you connect with them, right? You're just friendly with them. What they are going to have 1 to 2 deals a year where they just can't sell the deal, and you have the perfect buyer for it. And you guys can go collaborate with each other and JV, which I've been trying to get people to JV like crazy lately because I'm making a ton of money JVing, and I think you guys should at least get some money by doing that too. You guys can collaborate together and just split deals. You have 100 wholesalers, maybe 10 of them this year give you deals. And if you make 10K a pop with it, that's over $120,000 a year in JV deals. I tell everyone, you just learn how to JV. You can make 6 figures. And at minimum, I've told this to everybody, okay? And I will say it one more time. Maybe this is the thing that's going to pop something up in somebody's head. But if you go in the live stream right now, in the comment, and every single day you go, it's crazy. But if you go to the live streams and you let people know every single day in the live stream that my name is Zach Ginn, I'm in the Houston, Texas market. Here's my phone number. If you're looking to JV, I got a ton of buyers. If you just comment in the beginning, middle, and end of the live streams, that for a year straight, you will make at minimum 50 grand. You'll make $50,000. 0 ad spend, all you have to do. And guess what? Every time I say it, there's people, oh, JV with me. They all say JV after I say that. But this should, you should be doing this every single day for 6 months. You'll get deals, right? The problem is people, they'll post once and then they won't post again. They'll wait a couple weeks, and then everyone in the comments and the live streams forget about it, right? The people in the active live stream right now watching this in the comments, they're dedicated. They want to get the information live. They're sitting in a virtual room with you right now, looking to network. Okay. You have to get that many wholesalers in one room like that. You have to spend 10, 12 grand just to get to that. And you guys are getting it for free. Either you utilize it or you don't utilize it. I'm telling you, you make a minimum 50 grand. Most wholesalers don't want to hear about it. They really don't. They'd rather sit around and complain all day that they don't have the money for wholesaling, but they don't want to put the comments that literally just paste a comment. They're copy and paste. That's all you have to do. Don't spam, but I'm telling you, you will get deals for that, right? You connect with at least 1 to 2 agents every single week. I promise you, if you can connect with 1 to 2 agents a week, they will send you deals too. They'll have cash buyers. If you can connect agents with people that can't sell their deal together, but you'll get deals too. It's an unlimited source. Most people are not willing to do it. I'm just telling you, if you can't do it, you'll not do well, right? I love how people now are posting, oh, I'm looking to buy houses, right? It's not about now. It's about in the future, right? And then the last one, this isn't something I'm going to recommend, just letting you know, but RVMs is a strategy. Now, in the state of Florida, there is case law where basically you can get fined for it. Outside of Florida, you might be able to. It's very iffy. If Florida did it, it can happen to you too. But you can do ringless voicemails, which basically they are like voicemail drop, where you can just put an audio message in someone's voicemail saying, hey, I'm looking to buy a couple houses for cash. Please give me a call back this number. They worked well for us. We've done deals with it. But because of that case law happened, people are getting hit with $50,000, $100,000 fines. Got to remember, I run a wholesaling operation that has a lot of market, but I get a lot of money, right? And so it's worth it for me to do it. But the amount of fines that I would get if I kept RVMs is just not worth it. So that's why I don't do it. I don't want anyone to get hit with a big fine. So I'm not going to recommend it, right? But really, those are the 9. Now, there's a bonus one. Okay, there's number 10. There's like a cheat. It's kind of a cheat thing to do, but it is true. The bonus here are like VAs. You can actually get VAs to cold call for you, right? or do SMS for you where you don't have to go do the work, and the VAs will inbound the qualified lead. So maybe you hate cold calling, but you can hire a VA to cold call for you, and then they can inbound the people that actually want to sell their house into your podio, right? Obviously it costs money, but it's a strategy. If you want to get leads just to inbound, you don't have to do the work. You can just hire someone to do it. But again, that does cost money. And so guys, that's my ultimate inbound leads guide, my ultimate wholesaling inbound leads course, mini course, whatever you want to call it, to get wholesaling deals. But I'm telling you, it works. And if you're not wanting to do it, you don't have to. But I'm just telling you, if you don't have a lot of time on your hands, you want to get going, that'd be the best one to do. So make sure you guys go to freewholesaling.com, my free wholesaling course. If you have questions of any of those strategies, where the right list to poll, how do I cold call, how do I do direct mail, bandit signs, any of that stuff, it's in my free wholesaling course, freewholesaling.com. We have over 100,000 active users in there every single month. It's insane the amount of people in that course, but it's a free course, and that's why it works.